Reporting suicides responsibly. Globally, death by suicide is a rising concern. In 2019, India recorded an average of 381 deaths by suicide per day. Therefore, it isn't surprising that Indian newspapers regularly carry articles on suicide. So here's how journalists and media persons can report better on suicides. But first, why? Why should the media report this more sensitively? Well, here's why. Research says that responsible reporting can reduce suicides by up to 2%. That would mean if 800,000 people die by suicide each year, responsible reporting can save 16,000 lives. Yes. The World Health Organization has published a set of guidelines that need to be adhered to when reporting on suicides. Here's a quick look at the guidelines with some examples from news reports. Let's start with the headline. Headlines should be simple and unsensational. Headlines that intend to shock or grab attention for the wrong reasons do more harm than help the article. Avoid using the word suicide in the headline. Remember to provide accurate and up-to-date help-seeking information. This could include numbers to suicide prevention helplines, self-help groups, or mental health professionals. Be compassionate towards your readers. Avoid providing details on the method or location of death. Stories that cover deaths and attempts in explicit detail can push those who are vulnerable to copy what they see and read. And the likelihood of imitative suicides increases even more when it comes to celebrities. Focus on the person's life instead of the reasons and details of their death. Remember, you are talking about a real person, and any speculation or conjecture may interfere with investigations or defame them or their loved ones. Here's how you could write the article. Avoid carrying suicide stories on front pages or repeating them time and again. In the case of celebrities, glorifying and glamorizing suicides may suggest that society honors suicidal behavior. To reduce the attention, place such stories on the inside pages and towards the bottom of the page. Exercise caution in using photographs or video footage. Do not use stock images like that of a noose or a person standing on a ledge or any such images. These are not only insensitive but are also triggering for those who may have a history of trauma. Do not publish suicide notes. Focus on suicide prevention as the overall approach to reporting the suicide and not sensationalizing. Ensure that bereaved members of family or friends are interviewed sensitively and with extreme caution. Research has shown that close relatives are at a significantly elevated risk of suicide and deliberate self-harm. Respect the privacy of family members. Do not add to their distress, anguish, or stigma. So does this mean that you shouldn't report on suicides at all? No. In fact, in the last few years, more and more research has focused on the potential benefits of responsible media reporting on suicide. Articles that talk about persons who were in adverse life circumstances but managed to cope constructively with their suicidal thoughts have been associated with decreases in suicidal behavior. After all, suicide is a complex phenomenon. Journalists and media persons should use such opportunities to educate people on the myths around suicides, reduce stigma, and highlight that suicides are preventable. If you have any questions or would like more information on suicide reporting guidelines for the media, please write to us on imho@cmhlp.org. This video is a part of Project Siren, an initiative of the India Mental Health Observatory at the Centre for Mental Health Law and Policy, ILS, Pune.